And I was doing the commentating, and everybody told me, even in his entourage, I say, be ready because he's going to call you out. So I thought, I was like, okay, I'm coming out of retirement. I had butterfly. I was like, shit. When I thought I was done, they pulled me right back in, you know, like the famous line, like Al Pacino, I think he says in the movie.
Halo semuanya, selamat datang di channel Guvir Sport.
I'm like, okay. I took the call, say, hey George, we'd like to fight Khabib. And it was past that moment, and I was like, I thought about it. I say, if I say no, he will tell everybody the news that I'm the one who said no. And I knew that Khabib maybe did not even know about it. So I asked him what Khabib said. Oh yes, he's ready, he's on board. And I was like, that's bullshit. I'm sure it's not true. So I said to them, okay, let me a few days. I'll talk about it, and I'll get back to you shortly. Hang out. The next morning, I think the next day, Ali Abdelaziz, he's a friend of mine. He came up and said, oh, now we wait for George for many times for the fight, but now he wants to fight. It's too late now. So I was like, oh, that was bullshit. So he didn't want to fight. So he twisted the story. And I was doing the commentating, and everybody told me, even in his entourage, I say, be ready because he's going to call you out. So I thought, I was like, okay, I'm coming out of retirement. I had butterfly. I was like, shit. When I thought I was done, they pulled me right back in, you know, like the famous line, like Al Pacino, I think he says in the movie. So I was like, okay. And then he took his mic and he retired. Yeah. Nobody saw that coming. Even his own people in his camp told me that he was going to call me out, and he retired. And you know what? It's maybe better like that for both of us. So we have a good ending. Because if we would have fight, one of us would have lose, you know? So it's a good thing. You know, like I look at it now, I'm like, maybe like when you're in a competitive mind, you have to be greedy, you have to be selfish. I was thinking about it to do it. A lot of guys, they told me, oh, if you say you don't like to fight, why did you do it then? Well, I did it because I wanted to have the freedom, the girls, the money, access to things that most people don't. I'm 100% honest with you. That's why I did it. I didn't do it because I like to beat up someone in front of other people. Like I don't like it. But in order to make money that's the price to pay. When you win a fight, it's just incredible. There is no pleasure without pain, they say in philosophy. And it's kind of true. It's like you need to push yourself through pain in order to have the pleasure. When I fast for 3 days, I am at the table eating with my friend, breaking my fast. We all eat the same thing. I'm telling them, I'm like, my meal tastes better than all of yours. It's hard. And when you make it and you win, you achieve the win. When you lose, it's heartbreaking. But when you win, it's like, wow, because you have so much to lose.
Anderson Silva, you guys were both at your prime. Was that fight ever even being talked about?
We talk about it. But I had a request. It was at the time right after Roy Jones go up in the weight class. And when he tried to go down, he got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. Going up is not the problem. It's when you try to go back down, you screw your career, you know? I'll fight him in the catch weight. He go down a little bit and I go up a little bit. Also, I want drug tests. And at that time, it was before USADA, and UFC didn't want that. So this fight, I think I will blame the UFC. Man, sometime I'm going to tell you the truth. I ask myself, I say, how good would it be if I would have taken some stuff? Even some of my training partners, they tell me certain things and I see it's like not even the same people when they are and they are not. Like it's a crazy difference. So people that say, oh yeah, it has nothing to do with the performance because I'm the one who threw the punch. I'm like, yes, it has something to do. Because when you take performance enhancing drug, it changes you not only physically, it changes you mentally. Every training camp, my friend, it's the loneliest feeling in the world because you go through something that only a few people can identify to, and it's very stressful. You're burned physically, mentally because you overtraining, you hurt everywhere, but you have to go through them. So waking up in the morning to go to the gym, it freaking sucks, and it takes a lot to do it, you know. So if you put yourself some performance enhancing drug, it helps your endocrine system, it changes you, so it makes it easy for you to go through that. That's why for me it's unacceptable.
From crash. hand, say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right?